Gyo? Yes, brother. Money, please. I'm sorry. That was the last of my travel allowance. Show me the money, if you please. Rich boy. Damn! This man brought out his freaking background. He was all freaking complimenting him and everything. He's like, oh, what an honorable person. He's like, run them buckets. Hand over everything you have. Alright, chapter 155. Let's see what happens here. But brother, this is a plum blossom blade. Any manhwa disciple who sells one without permission is disciplined without exception. Have we not done enough as it is? Disciplined, you say? Yes. Are you suggesting our sect leader will be somehow worth... Are you suggesting our sect leader will be somehow wroth to learn that I sold my sword to feed starving children? Quite the opposite. The sect leader is the sort of man who would be disappointed to hear I kept my sword and let the children go happy. I mean, hungry. It is simple in my eyes. I am a follower of the Tao long before I am a swordsman. Damn! It would rot my soul from within to watch these children starve just so I can have a sword to fight my enemies with. Preach all your ideals over here. Goddamn. Why I gathered the rest of the children here. You will take this sword and exchange it for food at once. Senior brother, I must protest. At once, I say. What is the matter, you two? Who is this? Changmyung? Oh no, never mind. It's this guy. Yoon Jong? Yes, senior brother? Though I sympathize with your plight, a few drops of water cannot bring life to a barren land. Is my meaning clear to you? It is, and I know, senior brother. His words may sound complaint, but his grimace tells me otherwise. I don't know, maybe he lived a similar life or been in a somewhat similar situation. Perhaps he is more stubborn than I thought. You understand what I mean, yet you have no intention of changing your mind. Is that so? My apologies, senior brother. Even the noblest acts of charity have their time and place. Our objective here is to track down the Dustin Bloom without drawing attention to ourselves. With Yeon Jung's uncommon generosity, however, it will be a matter of time before all eyes in Kongnam are drawn to us. What eyes? There's only like poverty-ass taken children all over the streets. Maybe they're somehow hiding. Because I remember this guy saying some people may be hiding in secret, just what do you call, camouflaging themselves with the other people. With Yeon Jung's uncommon yeah. What's more, Yoon Jung himself comprehends full well that his actions have deviated from our mission and may even invite dire peril to us all. Dire? That's going quite far. I don't know if dire peril is the right word, because I don't think you would end up in that situation, especially with Changmyung in your party. Yeah, even though he realizes the error of his ways and knows there can be no excuse for it. Very well. Make hustle before trouble finds us. Brother, senior brother, I cannot imagine the vendors in Kungmon have an infinite supply of food stuff. Make sure to purchase as much as you possibly can. But are you sure, senior brother? Our mission is of paramount importance. That being said, what would our sect leader and elders say if they were to learn that we disregarded the suffering of the needy in the process? I mean, to be real here, this is real noble and everything, but I'm just playing the devil's advocate here. Who would tell him? Like, how would he really find out what happened here? Because I don't remember any freaking Manhwa sect spy that's following us. You're the ones who's gonna be reporting, so I'm just saying, you could just say you did it and no one will find out, or you could have just not mentioned any part of that. So I'm just saying, but these guys aren't like that, so obviously they're good. Nothing flattering, I should imagine. Indeed, we may even be in for a scolding. You know, it's funny is how all the other party members, specifically more him, was like, make sure Changmyung doesn't draw any attention. Yeah, they're the ones that drawing attention to themselves. I want nothing more than glory for Manhwa. However, glory, means little without a foundation of justice. If we of Manhwa were to cast aside justice, how could we possibly claim to stand head and shoulders above the rest? Of course, I do not mean we must give and give until we have nothing left under any circumstances. It is simply that we are in a position to be charitable in this moment, and thus I see no problem. Fair enough. Now I suggest we make haste. I understand, senior brother, but why the sudden need for haste? You said there is no problem. Yes, until Changmyung joins us. Now go. There is plenty to go around, yet there is no cause for commotion. I guarantee you, if Changmyung finds us out, he'll immediately freaking talk back to him. He's like, oh, you said not to draw attention, huh? What happened to that? Obviously, he's gonna understand the situation, but, you know, friendly banter, that's what he's gonna say. Slow down. Form an orderly line and you'll get your turn. Here, take as much as you need for the little ones. Thank you, sir. Damn, oh my gosh. Brother, this place is filled with little ass children. You don't see any teens or anything like that. How many children are there in this city? Kunming is larger than you might think. The children are merely too weak from hunger to roam the streets. Then we might be too short on food already, senior brother. Not only do we still have a crowd of kids to get through, it looks like the adults will be soon joining them too. Oh, hell no! What the fudge? At this rate, we shall have the attention of the entire city. Yeah, no shit. What if we were to leave the stockpile of food instead? No, that would only serve to create utter pandemonium. The famished crowd may turn on one another and resort to deadly violence over grains of rice. But what better option is here? What's going on here? Oh, finally someone showed up. Let's see how the confrontation is. A white martial arts robe with the chest half exposed and an animal hide cap draped over the shoulders. The palace of the southern beasts. Okay, return of the Manhwa Sect or the Blossoming Blade. 5 of them, no less. We have to avoid a clash with them for the sake of finding the dusk and bloom. You heard me. What is all this? Okay, let me guess. I'll already make prediction. So they're gonna do a whole fight. And it's gonna be like, damn, I couldn't find anything. Nada. And then Changmian comes in. Since he already did his secret freaking trade or whatever thing in the restaurant, the informant is gonna come in and he already knows everything, where to find the dust and bloom, while these guys are gonna be like, oh, hell, Changmian. Something like that I feel is gonna happen. You heard me. What is all this, huh? Who are you dainty runts? Pardon me, good sirs. We are merchants of the Hwapyeong Trading Company of Sichuan. We came to Kunming as part of a fully authorized caravan. Then we began handing out provisions to the starving children here, as you can see. Man, this man's cap freaking hat is on point. The what company? And you gave these street urchins food? Street urchins is wild. Let me think. I do not recognize you from anyone I saw at Hwapyeong. I'm afraid we are new hires. Is that right? Just a group of fresh-faced young merchants handing out charity this far away from the company headquarters, eh? You Central Plain mooks must think we're all vagrants here in Yunnan. You had no right to take pity on our people. But it looks like you need only to bring us goods and then be gone. Lest you forget, it was your kind that led Yunnan to its downfall. And now you come here throwing food at us as if we're animals? They seem far more hostile than I expected. I wonder if such pride was the reason why so few of those gathering for handouts were adults. If that's the case, dogs, you don't know, you shitty ass pride? That's the reason? Are you kidding me? Why so few of these gathering? Yeah, for adults. Forgive me, good sir. We had no intention of causing trouble. If I may, I shall clear all this away at once. As you should, you upstarts. Hold on now. I recognize that's enough. The Central Plainers are arrogant, but they had the noble intent of helping the needy. Must we be ridiculed as brutes without a sense of gratitude by their kind? Glance. Of course not, senior brother. Phew. Whoa, damn. I already got found out. Immersions, and somehow you know martial arts. Martial artist, I knew it. What is a martial artist capable of blocking my blade doing in disguise as a merchant, I wonder? Apprehend every one of these suspicious foreigners. Yes, sir. Oh no, if you use your Manhwa technique, and all that friggin' petals start coming out of it, which I don't know if they're capable of doing yet. Brothers, any thoughts as to our next move? Curses. We can either fight back or flee. It is either one or the other. Forgive me, senior brother. This is all my doing. Do not apologize. I'm the one who made this choice. As such, the responsibility lies within me. We stand and fight. Yes, senior brother. Huh? Oh. Yeah. Yikes. I hope you're good at close quarters combat, huh? Because if you're not, you're fudge. I forgot, I sold my soul. At least find a solid stick to swing around now, brother. Damn. These fists are all the weapons I need. Enough of that. Find yourself a stick, brother. Yeah, you ain't Chongmyung. You're not about to do some handcuffs over here, alright? Let's see how much they've improved. Then again, I don't know how strong these guys are either. Enough of that. Okay, let's see. They're closing in on us each time we become distracted. These are no common bandits to be for sure. Outnumbered by 1, we may find this fight a struggle. Our priority should be to escape the city first. We can strategize all we want once we are a safe distance away. But which way remains open? If you happen to be eyeing up the path to your rear, then you are as clueless as you look. You stand before warriors of the Palace of the Southern Beast. Let this be a lesson as to what manner of place this is. Attack! Face this way. We shall make a run for it. Stand right behind me at all times. Yunjung, yes brother. There is no escape. Okay, well let's see. Is that Chongbyung I see? Okay, now I have to put on some cool intro ass music. About to make his entrance. Okay, let's see. Damn! We knocked all three. 1, 2, 3, 3-strike combo, baby. All of them down. Well. Where's the troublemaker now? Not me, that's for sure. Yeah, I told you he's about to do that. But how the tails have turned here. I guessed it. Damn.